Hey there everybody and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back for some more Age of Wonders 3, and this is the second in what I think will probably be a set of 2 episodes this weekend. I think I have a different plan for this one than maybe what you guys were seeing when I was ending off. It partially depends on what Santa does, it partially depends on what the Dreadnought does. It may depend slightly on what Mogwai does, but yeah, I've about had it with Santa Claus, and I know the Dreadnought's invading me, but I think that I can devote most of the remaining resources of I Am Empire to dealing with Dreadnought, um, while leaving most of them to still deal with Santa. I've had enough of Santa's crap, to be honest. I want to see if they come. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna advance. Here's some stuff moving around, some other stuff. It's only those 2 units right now, so I need to scout that out and see. Now, Santa is doing things down here. He's being very naughty this year. That guy wants to turn around and go for possibly the tower. I may need to get the tiger out of there because the apprentice would absolutely win that fight. Which is okay, like, me taking the, like, if Santa takes the tower, that's fine, because eventually it's gonna fall back under my control. March of the Troll King on top of everything else? Are you kidding me? No! Oh, no! Oh... This Cosmic Happening will start in 4 rounds. Well, I mean... I just hit a point where I can make archers pretty quickly. Oh crap. I still need the Archdruid's Dolmen, which is going to take 2 turns to make. Alright, let's get that, because I want those hunters. And I just need hunters, like, everywhere now. The city, you're now on infinite hunters because we have to deal with frickin' trolls on top of everything else. Oh my gosh, this game. Alright, you know what? Okay, I want to take, and I'm not going to make the same mistake I did last time. We're taking 1 snake and move 1 space. Okay, they split up. Now, the question is, did some of them go back underground? The other question is, can I... Gosh, I'm just going to have to spend the next several turns summoning stuff. And mana is kind of not easy to come by right now. I think this city... I think my capital is just going to infinitely be on generate mana. What's going on underground? Okay, those guys tunneled all the way through. That's fine, because I can turn around and go deal with them. This time I'm not going to make the mistake of missing this dungeon. I'm going to grab that along the way. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright, I'm going to deal with the dwarves over here and then kind of decide what to do next. But I think with the March of the Troll King inbound, we probably need all hands on deck above ground. The good news is this is going to affect the other characters in the game as well. I was getting ready to just go on a huge offensive against Santa with both this army and the other army with a whole bunch of animals. And then I was just going to use everything else left over to deal with the Dreadnought. But I just wanted to keep the pressure on Santa. But now with this happening, the trolls are going to show up and make a mess, and I think I probably need to be prepared for that. Alright, let's get the snake up front. And probably going to use... I want to use Chain Lightning here, but I don't know if I have really the mana to get away with it right now. I only have 62 mana on this turn, so I'm going to avoid using any spells, which is unfortunate, because this would be a nice one for Chain Lightning, because it would force them to come out after me. As it is right now, they're just going to want to defend. And I do need to watch out for those monster hunters because they're going to have bonus damage versus my snake. Now, one advantage I do have here is I can kind of lob fireballs over quite a distance. So there's that. And my sorcerer's stun ability could still come in handy. Alright, I'm just going to do this. That should get his attention, and then I'm going to move you here and you here. Kind of just form up. Okay, a lot of Animal Slayer. He wants to go after the spider. Alright. That is a human Manticore Rider. 30% chance for a stun is not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and move you here. Should I go for the web first or go straight for the stun? Let's go for the stun. No dice on that. So we'll go for the web. Okay. Now, I want the Dreadnought going after those guys for the most part. Dreadnought's decently tough. Do I want to pounce or just charge in? This might be more of a charge in kind of situation. I think I could pounce on the monster hunter in the back, although turning the Tigran into an animal might not be the best thing. Take 5 to 8 damage. Okay, yeah, I think this is fine. Let's get the charge bonus. Same thing with you. We'll keep him off the animal. Or off the snake. The snake can deal with one monster hunter on his own just fine. And who's that over there? A berserker? You can charge into the Spider Queen and actually lay down some pretty heavy damage. I don't like that. I think I'm going to transform and pounce him. Alone, they do have a pretty powerful melee attack, but this is a champion level Tigran Mystic. She'll probably be fine. Yeah, see, from close range, they're only going to do 6 to 8 damage times 3. Okay. Really wanted that Dreadnought there. Which unfortunately can't heal herself anymore, but that's alright. Alright, who's next? For XP. I need healing, so let's mark Blood Sacrifice. Give some XP to the Dreadnought. The Spider can work on the Manticore Rider. And you can come around here and deal with them. Alright. Frostling Mammoth Rider and a Human Priest. You know, any units right now, I'll take them. Anything. I don't care. Another Firstborn coming from this direction. Santa just has no end of stuff to throw at me. Wonder if those two by themselves could deal with stuff down there. Or that guy. He's going to have that fire weakness. That might not be great. The priest getting the priest down there is actually pretty good because this army doesn't really have a healer. I want probably the bulk of these guys to go deal with the 2 Firstborn up there. I'm gonna let Who would be good against the other firstborn? I'll split the spider off from this group. And I'll add the priest. I'm gonna have these animals come down and help with this guy. But after this, everyone kind of needs to turn around and book it for the cave entrance, because I'm only going to have a few turns left to get out of here. Now those three can handle him, no problem. We're just going to have to let Santa have his city back. The dwarves going to have... Santa's going to have an advantage here. Oh, frick. He's going to try to murder the... He's going to use Magic Fist now and try to kill the spider. Don't make me use combat spells here, please. Alright, you're gonna have to leave or he'll just do it again. And I'm gonna have to let that firstborn hit me once. It might hit the snake. Yep. Snake can at least take another hit. I really need this web to work. Oh, it didn't work. Of course it didn't work. I don't want to spend mana on stuff this turn. I'm gonna have to. 26 out of 44. I don't really want to leave him the option of potentially killing the snake, so I'm going to do that. Alright, you need to get out of here. That was annoying. Now I'm down to 22 mana. That was supposed to be an easy battle. Alright, I'm gonna just have everyone split and make for the surface as fast as they can. I'll take care of these two guys down here and then we'll have them all run. Everybody just runs to go deal with the trolls. And this mammoth can go on ahead. Whoops, I did not mean to click on that. Okay, how do I want to do this? I guess the ideal situation is for them to both charge the snake, so let's get them both in range of the snake. They might not go for that bait. Ironheart to the Dreadnought, who seems to be constantly injured. They don't really want to pick a fight with the snake. But that's okay, because the snake really does want to pick a fight with them. Now that he can flank the snake, he probably will. In the meantime, I'm going to try to web this guy up. Actually, even better. Why not just kill him now? And give everyone some health. All right. He'll flank the snake. He didn't flank the snake. Wow. I'm kind of surprised. They would almost always do that. Alright then, well, in that case, I guess I try to web it. You can use guarded by flames on probably the snake. She can steal it. And I'll just phase her over here. Use Invigorate. Werepanther. Pounce. And I'll have the... I think we'll let the Dreadnought get the finishing hits here. Oh, he bled to death. That's too bad. Less XP for Bob. Alright. Santa's gonna send more after the city, I'm sure. But there's nothing that can be done about it. We have to get back to the surface. So, it's time to go. Literally everyone just scattered and frantically running to try to get back up topside. Now that Santa's split up down here, I've got a different idea. Even with the Troll King event active, I still think I'm going to try to hit Santa and defend against the Dreadnought. This is going to be kind of asking a lot of me, but I can't afford to give Santa time to regroup. He's just too dang powerful at this point, and if he gets Age of Magic up, things are going to be even worse. So here's how this is going to go. The king goes back over here. I ignore this little guy for now. In fact, he's probably going to take that tower back, but I really don't care that much. The king goes here. Okay, knowing this, the other army has gone south. Very well. I'm going to move... He's only really needs one stack, so I'm going to send one of these Blight Spiders off to just help out in general in other places. Everyone here bands together, and we get right back on the anti-Santa warpath. For the moment, we'll just take this city. It's a very likely victory. I'm going to have to manual some of this stuff because I can't afford any unpleasant surprises right now. Also need to work on getting that Mature Reed Serpent evolved. I keep looking at him in the little tooltips for the unit portraits and keep thinking it's fully evolved, and it is not, so still needs some work. Let's see, who's beat up here? You are. Okay, he's gonna play defense. It's fine. He can play defense all he wants. I can cast lightning bolts and he's out of magic. I was hiding behind your palisade stick walls working for you. Oh, not so good it would seem. Like, seriously, I could just sit back here and do this all day. Do you think eventually they'll come out, or do you think they would actually let me just roast them to death with lightning bolts? Ah, they found an angle to shoot me from behind the wall. Sneaky little buggers. Gotta come out eventually. No? Alright, Alright, well, the only problem with this strategy is it doesn't give this snake any experience, and I really need him to get experience, so... we're gonna have to... We'll have to go introduce ourselves. I believe my king is still shock immune, so I shouldn't have to worry about him getting stunned. I do have to worry about some of the others getting stunned. Including the snakes. King's got regrowth, so he should be pretty safe. Alright, now is a good opportunity for the snake to come in and use Poison Spit. Should be able to kill the wisp if I get within close enough range. Yep. That takes care of him. Then I have an opportunity to web. That'll be more experience for the snake. I can then move my king here and probably get a good amount of damage on him. I think everyone else can charge at this point. Alright, I want to get out of the way so that snake... Oh, wait. He just fed this guy to me. Thank you. Anyone else that I can web up? XP for the other snake. No, they're being stubborn. I can try to stun this guy. There we go. We'll just leave that Forge Priest to see what he does. Could try to stun him. Hey, I got it. Literally just gonna be a feast for this guy. Aw, lucky. Lame. Okay, he's webbed down. That guy will die on the next turn. My king can heal. And it doesn't really matter who he heals, I guess. Well, he hasn't done this yet. Okay, then I heal him now. Oh, he doesn't need it. Yeah, he does. And I think everyone else can just keep these guys stun locked while this Reed Serpent just kills everything. Alright. Good experience to get him started along his route to leveling up. And it hurts Santa Claus, and that's really all I care about, is hurting Santa Claus. Alright, upgrade my leader, natural healer, undead slayer. None of that really helps me right now. I think I was just... Oh yeah, I was just dumping HP in him to get as much out of regrowth as I possibly can. I'll do that once more. And then maybe start putting a little more into his defense. Leaving these guys here, I can summon Wild Animal anywhere that I want. The fastest way for her to get there is to go around that way, so... Might want to have her stop in this inn and see... if I can buy... Yeah, I should probably buy, like, I'll take an Eagle Rider for 320. Money is not as big of an issue right now. Right now I need units, so we'll get an Eagle Rider in there. They won't be really that good against trolls, but, you know, they could get lucky. You never know. It's just an extra unit. And where do I want to summon animal? Probably the next one, I think, come here. Good, I got a Shock Serpent. That's encouraging. And I can't do really anything else on this turn mana-wise. We're kind of stuck. Just plain out of mana. Okay, well, being out of mana, I'm going to have to just do merchandise here, I suppose. Because I can't make the temple or the observatory like I had wanted. I could build the stone wall. The stone wall would actually be a good choice because I could do it in one turn and get the magic library in the borders. So I think I'll grab that. And it does, and my gold is still above 1,000, which I kind of want to keep it that way if I can. I don't see myself doing anything other than merchandise in that city for a long time, so we'll leave it at that. Zorku will put back on build housing, and I'll have to watch and see what that army does, but I really want to go underground, and I'm pretty sure Santa's capital is underground, and I just want to go beat him up. He seems to have a lot more cities down there anyway. Oh, one other thing I can do is get this road back. So it's kind of, I've sort of pulled it as far in as I can here. And then I'll eventually develop forests in this whole area. It doesn't really matter that much now, but it could be more important later. I want to get that Eagle Rider. I want to use him as kind of a scout. They've got pretty good vision range. For the moment, I probably need to back everyone here up. I'm going to go like this. I may as well get the road finished going to this city. And I'm actually going to have him start building it out in this direction. Well, I don't know. I might not actually need a road coming from that direction. If I fill that all with forests and just rely on moving elf hunters through it, this could be a really nice zone of protection against incoming attacks. It could help protect my capital, and I'm not really making units at my capital. I eventually won't be making units back here. Alright, I think that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna move... Does this city does have stone walls, right? Alright, I'm gonna use this as sort of my front line to defend right now. I was tempted to go up there and try to pick those guys off if they'd split up, but I'm worried if I lean too far into that, I might get surrounded, because I know they've got a juggernaut in that area somewhere. So we're gonna play it more defensive for the moment, which probably isn't a bad idea given the inbound trolls. Except for this army, which is just going to frickin' go nuts at attacking Santa Claus. I also want these guys down here. Got a pretty decent sized group now defending this area. I'm gonna move him out of that stack and put them in there. And I definitely will want more hunters. These two, I think I'm gonna send up to the capital now. Does this city? That city's got walls. In fact, I'm gonna send them up to that city. Then the next two go to the capital, and the next two stay here. I don't know if that'll be enough. They've all got Monster Slayers, so they'll do pretty well against trolls, but well enough, I don't know. I may have to rely on summoning Ancestral Guardians in places that they attack. But at least that city will be secure. This city is secure from a troll attack, I think. This one down here could be vulnerable. But I'll be making more hunters here within like the next couple turns. Man, I want to hurry production on this, but if I do, it'll lower happiness, and happiness is almost just important right now. So I'm going to leave it. All right, Grelka. I keep calling her Grelka, but she's not Grelka. Birdie. All right. You grew into a city. It's stone walls. Okay. I can't do anything with magic, really, on this turn. Mana income is practically halted since Orleanise isn't generating mana. How much merchandise is this city actually getting? Because I think maybe I want mana here too. It's not going to be as big of a deal right now, but I need mana more than merchandise at the moment. Which is why I kind of wanted to build another temple. Alright, we'll just have to save the game and go to the next turn. See what happens next. See how aggressive the Dreadnought gets. Maybe he'll go underground. I kind of hope he doesn't, though, because I need to fight the Dreadnought. Also, I need to get that city back before they migrate it to something else or something. Hopefully they'll just take it over. Alright, well, there's nothing else I can do on this turn, so... nothing but move on and see what happens next. I guess I should be watching the Dreadnought, primarily. Can't you go fight somebody else? Isn't there somebody over closer to you that you could be sending units at? Where are you gonna go? Straight at me? Underground? Back to defend your new keep? Taking her sweet time on her turn. Oh, frick. I just disjuncted Temperate Empire. You know what? I'll probably leave it down for a little bit. Because it is saving me some mana. And I already did get quite a bit of land converted. Okay, she didn't move that army at all. Which is a little odd. And Santa didn't move his. Why not? Why did no one move their units on this turn? Are they all like in panic mode with March of the Troll King coming in? That is so unbelievably annoying that they disjuncted that. I really... Getting minus 18 from hated terrain times 3. Man, I thought it would be easier to get full happiness in this city, but it's proving to be difficult. I think it needs another border growth. And if that's the case, then I do need to get Temperate Empire back up. Alright. Let's do another save, I suppose. And I'm going to knock out that army from Santa so that I can go underground and safety. Yeah, you're not coming out of this unscathed. I feel like I kind of have Santa on the run a little bit. I've done so much damage. I've knocked out so many armies. I just have to keep that momentum going. Alright, looks like he wants to be aggressive this time around, which is fine with me. I'll back up and buff my animals. We'll give this guy the awakened buff. This is good. That guy will most likely phase in, probably to flank the king. Oh, nope, she's gonna do it instead. Okay, that's not looking good for them. Alright, the snakes are the ones that need to hit things right now. I think snake versus big beetle will actually do pretty well. I'm going to try to web them up. No, actually, you know what? I'm not going to web them up. I'm going to intentionally let them take some hits here. Because that's a tier 3 unit that's not really doing too much damage to them. And then I can just heal them. I'm just going to have this... Well... Now, we're going to really try to get that snake XP. The Storm Sister can just hit this thing a bunch and use up its action points. This guy can take an attack of opportunity. The one thing I do want to get rid of is that fairy. I don't want that sitting in the middle of everything causing trouble. Alright, we're going to let them have a hit on me, I think. So I can try to web this guy up. Which didn't work. Okay, kill the fairy, please. Or take up all her action points, either is fine. But if I can manage it, I want this snake to kill everything on this battlefield. Well, he's getting a lot of XP out of that beetle, but I don't think I can have him kill everything on this battlefield. Especially since, yeah, okay, yeah, forget it. That guy's just got to go down. This guy's just got to go down. I could try to stun that one in the back there. Nope, he is being quite resilient. Alright, well, it's just him and me now. I do want to try to heal again, so I'm gonna... There we go. Now we got a web to work. But yeah, you need to be healed up a little bit. There you go. And I'll just finish him off. Okay, that takes care of some of that crap. And then I'll head underground and see what kind of damage I can do down there against Santa Claus. Dreadnought leveled up again. I don't really know what I want for her. I think at this point with the... Don't they get something that lets them kill Animal Fae and Monster Slayer? I think I'm going to pick up Pest Control Squad. That could come in pretty handy in the next several turns. Let's grab that. Because, yeah, there's going to be an awful lot of pests to control. The snake needs healing. I'm going to have to leave the priest back with him and the spider for a turn or two. And maybe splitting these guys up wildly isn't the best strategy, because I don't know if Santa's still got other stuff wandering around. So I think we're going to have them move out kind of together. Well, kind of together. At least have the tougher armies taking point. And the more units that have Monster Slayer right now, probably the better. Well, I say right now, really in 3 turns is when it's going to matter. Okay. Then this guy will have... I'm going to keep 1 in that city. Let's see. You two go all the way up here. And I can work on summon Gargantuan Animal. Let's get that. That one can summon like tier 3 snakes and spiders. So it's pretty good. Now granted, the problem with getting the spiders is that they will be considered summoned and can therefore be banished and whatnot. So it's still probably better to have ones that evolve from younger spiders. But you also can... all the XP you would have gotten from evolving them can instead be given to other units too. So there's good and bad to it. Somewhere in here I have that eagle. Okay. What is the limits of your movement? That looks like it. So I'm going to put that eagle right in the middle of that mountain range. Can't see much. He could go a little further. He could... he can't quite make it. Of course he can't. Okay, he could go there. Just need to see what I'm potentially walking into. Spiders on the road. And I think I'm going to send a 1 extra cavalry up there to help out. Wait, what else do we have out here? Another... oh, a cannon's coming. And maybe leave those units there for now. How you doing? 1 more turn until Archdruid's Dolmen is done? Alright, I need to get Tempered Empire back up. Thought maybe I could do without it, but it's kind of important. Because it's keeping a lot of people very happy. And I can try to reinforce it on the next turn. Maybe. Although, I still need... no, I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept summoning animals. I could have summoned 2 more. I can do that on the next turn. I just need to keep Tempered Empire up a little longer. They might disjunct it again, but I'll just keep getting it back. Okay, I at least got more mana, because now I've got this structure in my domain, the Forbidden Sanctum. And I will be spreading more Tempered Empire. I'm actually getting pretty close to having that, to being able to reach the heart of the volcano with this city, and at which point I'll get rid of that that fort so that I can have Storm Sisters in there with Inflict Immolation. And I am going to want the Altar of Bound Souls for sure, but I don't have the mana to spend on it right now. Because this city is now generating a decent amount of mana, I'm going to go with Generate Mana to get even a bit more out of it. Got lots of big plans for that city. I just have to get to the point where I can implement them. And with this other warlord here, I think I can maybe start... maybe once the spider gets here. I think the spider and the warlord plus the guys in this city could finally start pushing back. The only problem is if the trolls attack this city, it's going to be completely undefended. So I kind of need... maybe I'll have to have them focus on defending the capital and just retake that city if the trolls get it. I can't make units fast enough now. The city does have walls at least, right? Does it have walls? Yeah, it's got walls. Yeah, because I just made stone walls there. Okay, I'm going to send this guy down here. Normally, once the event starts, there's at least like a turn or 2 before anything actually shows up. Unless they get really good spawn spots. really bad for you, maybe is a better way of looking at it. Okay. You know what? Forget merchandise. If you can make mana... Oh, wait, you can't make mana. That city cannot do that. Okay. Well, housing it is, I guess. See, these two guys alone probably won't even be able to defend this city, but they could use the haste berries and jump over to this one if they needed to. So I may only need to move one hunter down here for now. I don't remember how many trolls exactly it throws at you, but the hunters will do a lot of damage to them with Monster Slayer. I think 3 hunters per city is probably safe, because I think they'll sometimes send like 4 trolls in groups of 4. I think 3 hunters on stone walls could probably hold against 4 trolls, but it's kind of hard to say for sure. They'll beat down those walls pretty quick. And I guess I do still have armies coming back, so I'm going to have a little extra stuff in the area around Orleanis to help. Because they'll come up out of this cave here, and then they can go either west or north to assist as needed. May want to get this builder out of here and start working on roads in some other places to help units get around a little quicker. Let's have him go... How far down the road can you go? Okay, not far enough. I think I'm going to have the builder go back to a different city, because I don't think there's anything else I want him to do here at the moment. Yeah, go back down this way. Got other plans for you. Alright, I'm sticking with the plan with her. She's gonna move up with these units. And I'm gonna try to hit back against the Dreadnought a little bit. Kind of waiting on that spider to show up too, though. Cast spell. Do I want to cast a spell? Oh wait, it doesn't matter because I'm out of casting points, so. And as much as I'd love to plant trees, I don't really have the mana to splurge on that right now. So let's move on to the next turn and see what everyone does. Primarily, what the Dreadnought does is kind of what is of interest right now. She's kind of only half-hearted attacking me, it seems. Man, I kind of need advanced logistics now. It would help with getting my spider up there to assist. Still, she has not sent anything into that cave, and she's just sitting there with those units. Okay, they're charging in. Well, that's not good for them. Okay, they're splitting up their forces, which is really good news for me. I think I can take advantage of this. I'm not going to be able to get back to my city before they probably do something terrible to it, so I may have to migrate that back to Elbs at some point. Or use it as a city to make human knights if they turn it into humans. It's got an enchanted crystal tree and a spring of life, so maybe if they turned it to humans, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Might actually be good for me. Okay, Mira finally got her frost mount, meaning the Panther could probably go to nobody, actually. I think the Panther's better than anything anyone else has. I'll probably sell that. Mostly because I could use the extra money and whatnot at this point. The Panther, I don't know. The Panther I might hang on to because that Pounce ability can pair really well with some other stuff. I'll just have to remember I have it, and if I'm in dire need of mana, I'll sell it. But there may be a use for him. Alright, everyone, get out of the caves. I'll have him stick with them for a little longer. This will kind of patching up. Alright, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna deal with this. They still are not taking my watchtowers out there, which is nice because it's letting me track their movements. Okay. I didn't mean to click on that again, but that's alright. Gotta appreciate the move range on those guys. 40 movement's the highest movement that anything in this game can get, and it's pretty much just the hunters. Alright. I think... Oh man, so I kind of want to kill this army more, but the spider kind of needs help with the other army more in order to get up here. Also, those cannons... That cannon could be a big problem for anyone who's not tanky. Maybe I need to split up here, because the leaders might be able to manage the cannon a little better. No, that army there is going to take a decent amount to deal with. I do have spells. Warlords have spells that could maybe... Well, it wouldn't actually, honestly, probably wouldn't help much at all. I kind of need everyone up there, but I'm worried about the cannon one-shotting some of the more fragile units, which I'm pretty sure it can do. And I need at least one person hanging out with the spider. Now might be the time to summon animals. We need some cannon fodder here. Let's see what we get. A hunter spider? Okay, or a baby spider, that's pretty good. We'll send it out to hang out with the spider here. And we can get one more. A snake. Alright, I'm getting some pretty good summons. The snake also would be pretty useless against the machine, so I'll give that to the spider. And the three of them should be okay. They might swoop in and take the city, but if they do, I'll take it right back. So that wouldn't be the end of the world. And that leaves pretty much everybody else to go after the actual more difficult army here. Which is going to be that crap. The hunters may be able to actually even make it back to the city to guard it. Even this won't be a particularly easy battle. The cannon alone is just so threatening to lightweight units like hunters and tier 1 snakes. All right, move them. Yep, the hunters will be able to make it back to the city to guard it. Just enough movement for that. Probably want to attack this with, I don't know, maybe the warg. Very likely victory, and one that I'm still nervous about because of a single cannon that can hurt a lot of stuff really bad. And he's going to probably go for... Oh, he's going to take a shot, and the warg is gone. Well, I suppose if I was going to lose anything here, the warg would be the one to lose. He overcharged it, though, and it got stunned for 2 turns, which is great news for me. Okay, that flame tank is still threatening, especially against that frostling. It's got that 40% fire weakness. I need to get on that flame tank ASAP. The human archer is not really any match for the eagle. I can get up in his face and have a chance of getting lucky, so... And he got lucky instead. I'm going to just bull rush the flame tank with her. The hunters can do some decent damage to it, I think, if they can get close enough without being completely vulnerable. But arcane arrows should do quite a bit of damage to it. Let's compare it to regular. Yeah, arcane arrows actually can hurt it. But the flame tank, how much would it hurt back? Oh, it can't use the ability. Hang on. It's a 1-turn cooldown. I think it can use that every turn. I'm going to just split everyone up as much as I can. And get the Frostling entirely out of the situation. I am very fortunate that that flame tank, or that cannon got stunned. I'll leave those two snakes together, and it can try to burn them both if it wants to. Come on, dude. Well, there goes another hunter. But now I can get all up on these guys. That guy's still stunned for 1 turn. So let's dish out some damage. They do so much damage. Oh, well, yeah, he actually had a pretty reasonable chance to kill me in 1 hit there, didn't he? How much could he do against the snake? It's unlikely to kill the snake in 1 hit if the snake's on defense. He got stunned on his turn, which means he's going to come back, but the cannon will still need a turn to reload. So I don't think I need to worry about it. I think I can just break this thing. Although it can still flame me, so there's that. You cower in a corner. I don't want to lose you. Okay, he didn't kill anything there, so that's good. I'm going to try to let the snakes get a little XP from killing this cannon, possibly. It's got a pretty good chance to finish it off. Just make sure they're sitting well away from this thing when it blows up. Also, speaking of that thing, can the hunter kill it? Yes, the hunter can kill it now. So I'm going to move back, bestow Iron Heart on one of those snakes, have the hunter take this shot. Okay. And a bit of a costly fight, but that actually is a rather costly fight, because now... No, they can't get to anyone here, and I could send the eagle. Okay, I'll be fine. I can defend the city. They might run away now. We'll see. For now, let's build another road going kind of towards this city here. Archdruid's Dolmen is done, and I have exactly enough to make hunters in 1 turn. So, I think that's going to be infinite do that. Yeah, maybe it was... I guess when Impregnable did the math on this, maybe he said getting the happiness to 400 and a siege workshop would be enough. And yeah, I think that actually is what he said. I think I said 600 in the last episode to get the uber happy bonus, but just very happy is enough to get hunters in 1 turn. It is exactly enough. So that's great news for me, because I kind of need them right now. And since they are being produced in one turn, I'm going to move out that longbow and have him go assist. Actually, I think I'll send a knight out, or a unicorn rider. I'll leave the knight where he is, kind of like where the knight is. That city does need protection, but the unicorn rider I'm going to send out to go join the pushback against the dreadnought, because I would really like to get that city back. Storehouse here. Done. Probably Builder's Hall. Yeah, that city's got practically zero production, so the Builder's Hall would be pretty huge there. All right. Underground I go. I'm gonna send the king alone first. Looks like Mogwai got Fug back. Yeah, he did. Maybe Santa hasn't been entirely as successful as I was thinking. Well, you know what? That's fine. I'm still going to try to knock Santa out of this game. I have had enough of his crap. We're just going to rush in and break stuff. Come trolls or no. Still can't quite afford the Altar of Bound Souls, but I can afford a temple, which is an investment that I think is probably worth it. Let's get that. Alright, and I want these guys to sort of... I think what I'm going to do is have them hang out to where they could reach either city quickly. And then I can just defend wherever I need, but they're on mountains, which would be hard for the trolls to get to me. I think the traditional elf archers would be more useful against the dreadnought because of the fact that I can get enchanted armor on them. Not yet, but they're tankier than hunters in general. And once I get that crystal tree, I could get enchanted armor on them too. So I probably will end up making a lot of traditional elf archers as well. Just not quite yet. Also, when does a city grow? 2 turns? The city's getting pretty close to growing and getting a lot of new stuff in its borders, so that's cool. They're done moving. The builder is pretty much done moving. That army stays there. And we go to the next turn. And cast no spells because we are poor. Alright, want to see where they send those troops, because I really kind of wanted to pick them off, but just didn't quite have the firepower to do it. Actually, maybe oh man, the eagle, if I had sent him at a different angle, the eagle and these guys might have been able to take him. I could have probably even pulled her down to help. Oh well, at least I took out a few machines. I just need tankier units versus the dreadnought. The glass cannon stuff is too easy for cannons to pick off. Because if it's a glass cannon versus a real cannon, the real cannon wins. Alright, what are you gonna do, Jasmine? You're gonna run away like a coward and take my... Hey, you didn't need to break it. Rude. Frickin' rude. I needed that. I'll make another one. Alright, well, you're gonna have to come back up. Oh, they're using it to disguise the movement of their troops through this area. Yeah, it's gonna be quite a battle over here, I think. I'm gonna have to forget about getting that city back anytime soon, I'm afraid. There's a bit too much showing up over here. With those guys moving into this area, though, I think the Knight, the Unicorn Rider, I may be able to converge on those guys with these armies here and maybe knock them out, actually. I think they came a little too close to that city. Let me see. Maybe I can get them. Army of Sir Bob affected by lightning storm. Oh, that's going to be these guys down here. They just do not care. The army of the city of Santa is about to be affected by the army of Sir Bob, and not in a way that they're going to enjoy. I'm going to try to... I'm going to scout this out. I got that hunter. He can move through the forest. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, did they all form up? Splitting him off to help with the recon over here. He can hit those haste berries if he needs to. Okay, Hunter, I need to move a little further. Okay, it looks like that's all they've got here. Just another cannon, another flame tank, and a trebuchet. I don't like the trebuchet being a part of this. Maybe I need a bit more cannon fodder for this one. I can summon more animals. Certainly not going to hurt. Actually, it might be better to summon an Ancestral Guardian in that fight. How much does that spell cost? I think it's 20, but I think it's 40 if the leader's not in the area. But the Ancestral Guardian may be better at just getting in the way, because I think they have spirit or physical resistance. Combat spell, yeah, it's Ancestral Spirits. So I want to check and see what their stats are. They do have physical protection. They primarily do, well, they do a mix of damage types. They would be good at just getting in the way. They don't have any fire protection, though. The flame tank would roast them pretty easily. I think I'd be better off... Yeah, I think I would be better off just getting animals. A boar is fine. Gives me something to close distance quickly. And another spider I'll always take, so... Okay, I want this guy to get the haste berries. The rest of these guys can just make it far enough. All hands on deck for this one. Some of these people may die, but I think most of you probably know the rest of that quote. Let's get this party started. Another very likely victory that I'll most likely lose something in just because cannons are so freaking powerful. The good news is I've got a big beefy knight that can take a lot of punishment, so that'll help. Not to mention a Unicorn Rider that can phase, I forgot about that. And has armor piercing. Not bad. You know what, I'm going to leave the hunters on defense. Because if the trebuchet turns and lobs a rock at them, and the flame tank burns them, I think they'll die. And then as for everybody else, I think a wild charge is in order. Oh, don't fumble. We don't need that. Yeah, I'm going to leave a lot of my troops on defense right here. That flame tank will probably try to roast everybody up on the north side. So I'm going to pull the boar down here. He may get toasted, but that's okay. I just need to close distance on these guys. Overloaded the trebuchet, it's interesting. Hey, the boar didn't die. I actually thought the boar would die from that. The knight died? That trebuchet did 38 damage to him. What the heck? I guess that's what overloaded does. Plus 10 damage, yep. Did not see that coming. Alright, I need to kill everything else here fast. At least it's stunned for a couple turns. It's gonna pay for it. So I shouldn't lose anything else. If you could web that, that would be lovely. I might lose something else if I can't web this. Oh, come on. I am absolutely going to lose something else now. Because even if I kill this thing, it's going to blow up and kill everything around it. So I'm just going to go kill this guy instead. He could ram or he could flame. I think Santa used a flashbang there. I forgot it blew up. Spider survived, thank goodness. I literally was just talking about how they'll blow up, and then I immediately forgot they blow up. Maybe playing on a little bit of tilt there after losing my gold rank knight to a trebuchet that did 38 freaking damage. Dang. Well, that army's gone at least. That takes some pressure off, but now these guys have to pretty much all fall back and defend that city from trolls that are incoming. Alright, how do I want to do this? I think... Alright, I think I know what I'm doing. Getting kind of close to that tower, so I can reach it if needed. And I'll probably go down to this city and then up and work my way in that direction. For now, you're done moving. As irritating as this is, as irritating as the Dreadnought is being, I'm still more irritated with Santa. March of the Troll King starts on the next turn. How exciting and fun. I kind of want this guy... I don't want to use those haste berries right now. I want him on the mountain in between both cities so he can go either way as needed. And I'm going to start this one on his way down here, but we'll see if he has to turn around. And the next question is, do I follow them blindly into the darkness or not? These cannons are just ruining my little units. But I gotta try to get some of this ground back. Hard for me to evolve my animals when they can get one shot. Well, at least I've got stuff coming. I keep forgetting I've got these armies down here coming back up soon, so they're going to help a lot. Besides, they don't need to attack Santa here when I can attack Santa over here. And so I shall. Matter of fact, though, that battle may need to wait for the next episode. Oh, good. There's hasteberries right behind it, too, so I could just tear on through here and then keep going. Plus, there's an unexplored tomb, which is just going to be more XP for the Reed Serpent, so he'll probably level up. So my leader's army's doing great. It's just everything else is a mess. Alright, well, I think I want to leave things kind of here, because I guess I'll read you guys' advice and see kind of where the general consensus is on what I should be doing. But kind of the question here is, like, what should I do with this army? I guess it wouldn't hurt for me to, like, put the... Well, even putting the eagle there, he could be in danger, but, like, I know there was a... All I know for sure is up here, is, like, more immediately here, was the priest and a human cavalry. But I know I saw a juggernaut approaching this city earlier. So there is a juggernaut in the area, and I believe there may have been a flame tank and a cannon there as well. So I don't exactly know what kind of firepower I'm dealing with, and although these armies have some good units, they're mostly unevolved and vulnerable to the cannon and the overload, which he is using to great effect. So I kind of want to know what you guys are thinking. I do at least have Summon Gargantuan Animal coming up on the next turn, so that may help me get some tankier stuff a bit more quickly. And I don't know what this guy here is doing, but I think he's going to probably die. Hang on, I might deal with this before he causes trouble. I'm going to go deal with this real quick before the trolls start showing up and he causes me a headache. Probable defeat, huh? You know what? What I could do, because Santa's got spells, so I actually need to... I'm going to need to initiate this battle first, so he blows his spells trying to fight this fight, and then he can't use spells in this other one. So I need to remember to do that on the next episode. But it is going to have to wait until the next episode, I'm afraid. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Like I said, go ahead and leave your comments and feedback about my general circumstances as things continue to just be absolute complete chaos. Hope you guys have some good advice for me, but regardless, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. And I will, if you want to leave any comments or feedback, this would be the episode to do it on. Aside from that, I will see you guys all next week. Have a good one. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, and Tarsak. Thanks so much, everybody.